How you doing? Hello everyone, welcome to the very first YouTube video on the Kermy YouTube channel. This is Peanut. Now I'm not sure what other way to do this other than just going from 20 to 1. So for 20th place, I've got Burnley. I actually originally had Burnley staying up, but they sold Trafford and he was the whole reason that, I had them staying up. And since he's gone, 19th, I've gone for Leeds. I was thinking, do they stay up? Do they get 18th? I've always had Leeds going down for most of them, but I think just with that one player, we all know who I'm talking about. He's just got too many mistakes in his games, and I think it's going to cost him. Now 18th place. Do I go for all three of them? All three of the newly promoted teams to go down? Nah, it's Wolverhampton Wanderers. I just think they've sold Cunha and Aït-Nouri. They're two key players last season. The reason that they didn't go down last season was because of them, and they've sold them, and they haven't replaced them, or at least done good replacements. And I just think it's going to be costly for them, and they're going to go down. And the team that barely avoids relegation, I'm going to go for Sunderland. I've seen a few people say AFCON's going to completely ruin them, but if you look at the fixtures during AFCON, there's only really one game that they're losing out on points. I mean, realistically, they're losing out on points in every game. The one game that they're losing points out on is Leeds at home. But overall, I just see them picking up enough points and maybe even getting a draw or win out of that game anyway, because they've got Xhaka and Marc Guéhi, who I think are both very good and will just carry Sunderland. Right, so 16th, I've got Bournemouth. They've sold pretty much everyone in their defence, and I think the players that they've signed just aren't good enough and aren't going to be able to fill in for them. There is one player that I really like that they've signed, and that's Truffert. I think he's going to be very good for them, and I genuinely see him going to a bigger club after this season. 15th place, I'm going for West Ham. I'm just not really inspired by West Ham's team. I don't see them getting close to relegation, but they'll always be bottom table. Anyway, number 14th, I'm going for Fulham. It's just Fulham, I don't think they've sold anyone too important. I don't think they've bought anyone too important either. Yeah, I feel like 14th is a good spot for Fulham. Now 13th, there's a team that everyone has predicted going down that I think actually stays up comfortably, and that's Brentford. I'm very surprised that a lot of people are saying that Brentford are going down so convincingly. Everyone's acting like Mbeumo's the fucking Prophet Muhammad, man. I know they are rumoured to get rid of Wissa as well to Newcastle. But yeah, I just think they've got a decent squad, a decent experienced squad. They've got Kelleher. I think Kelleher by himself can stop Brentford from going down. 12th, I'm going for Brighton. Now Brighton are always a club that you think can do well, but they just don't. And I think with the potential departure of Balaba, who I think is pretty good, I think he's going for 100 million. He's good, he's not that good though. So whoever's buying him, you're getting scammed. But yeah, I don't like Brighton's squad. It's a lot better than all the other squads that I've said before. Yeah, 12, I just thought that's fine. That's good enough. Number 11, I've got Everton. Now I think Everton are going to have a great campaign in the Prem this season. I just think David Moyes is a really good manager, and I think by himself he can push any team to greater levels. And obviously Jack Grealish, I think he's very good. I'm not sure where he'll play though. Might play midfield, might play left wing, don't know. Now number 10, I've got a very shocking pick here, and I think everyone's going to call me a dumbass for it. But they won't by the end of the season, because I'll be right, I'll be correct with all of them. All of them I'll be correct with, because I've got ball knowledge. Anyway, number 10, I've got Newcastle United. And I know some people might be thinking I'm a complete dumbass now, because up until now I've been using quite obvious placements. But no, I feel like Newcastle are going to have a terrible season. I just don't think their squad's good enough. I think loads of players in that Newcastle United team are wanting to leave, and since they're not allowed to leave, like, what's the point? Isak. And if they do get rid of him, I just feel like they're going to be a lot worse, whether that's him going back. Sorry about that. I just don't think Newcastle United is good enough mentally to push for higher. I've seen some people put them in their top 4, some people put them barely getting Europe, and I just think they're going to struggle early on. They're going to be demotivated. Loads of players will be pushing for a move. Loads of players will be reluctant to play well just because they want to leave. I think Isak might just say, fuck you guys, I'm not playing, and they're like, fine, we'll sell you. But number 9, I wanted to put them lower, I really did. I'm going for Man United. I think they've had a very good transfer window, but I just feel like it's not good enough, especially in certain areas. Like, their attack on paper looks very good, but Cunha's crazy. Okay, he's going to get himself sent off in so many games. I think Mbeumo's really good for them, but he needs a great striker with him to link up with, and he's not got that. I don't think Sesko's good enough. I think Sesko is a shocking signing for them. I think anyone that would have went for Sesko is done. Okay, I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he will be good enough. The defence is still shocking. It's still so bad. I'm not sure why they've spent hundreds of millions on their attack when their defence is fucking non-existent pretty much. Also, their midfield is like missing someone that just stands out defensively. And obviously the main one, their goalkeeper, Onana isn't good enough, their backup goalie isn't good enough. They are linked with Donnarumma, but I'm not sure if Donnarumma will go there, because I feel like Donnarumma is smart. He wants to play Champions League football, and I don't think he'd pretty much take a year off his career to play for Man United and pray that they do well. I think he will go to a certain team. I don't really want him to, but 8th place. I've got Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace look very good. Great squad. Again, there are a few players rumoured to leave, but I don't think this will mean they will just say, fuck it, I'm not wanting to play, I want to leave. I think this would push them to do well. Obviously they've also got European football, which could bring them down a notch, but I just don't think the Conference League is good enough to like seriously impact them in the league. So yeah, I feel like that's a good place for them. Now, number 7, I've got Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Thomas Frank, I think he's a brilliant manager. I think Tottenham's squad was always good enough to compete. They just weren't able to. But yeah, they just had lazy players, injury-prone players, and I think their attack was very lacking, which you've seen in their transfer business. They are focusing on the attack. They don't have an attacking midfielder right now. That could affect them in some games. I think Tottenham could prove me wrong and do a wee bit better, but I don't think they'll seriously do well, because I feel like they will get hit with injuries. And number 6, I feel like this is also another controversial one. I think Nottingham Forest continue to do very well, if not better. They haven't really sold anyone. There's obviously a few departures, but you know, they've kept Morgan Gibbs White, and I feel like that was a real punch in the face to everyone, saying, well, we want to continue. This isn't going to be a one-time thing, we want to continue being well. They managed to keep loads of key defenders, which was a major point in Nottingham Forest's system last season. They were just a hard team to break down, great defenders. They've signed Callum Window, who I think is a good talent. Whether he can step up now, I don't know. And now, number 5. Who's getting Champions League football? Well, if you know who I've not said so far, it's kind of obvious. But number 5, I'm going for Aston Villa. I really wanted to put Villa higher, just because I think they're that good. But are they in European competitions this year? I think they're in Europa League. I think. and I think they will go all the way with that. Whether they win, I don't know. So I feel like they will sacrifice a few games in the league to focus on that. So maybe they can go even lower. But I just feel like 5th is a great spot for them, and I think they'll continue to do well. And now number 4. I've seen loads of people putting them in their top 2. I just don't think they will. Chelsea, I'm putting them 4th. I've got a very bold prediction for Chelsea. I think they go on to win both cups, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Now you're probably saying, why would that affect them in the league? I think same thing with Aston Villa in Europa League. I think they'll sacrifice a few games in the league to focus on those cups. And obviously they've also got Champions League football. I don't think this side is ready for Champions League football. Obviously there's a few players that are, but just in general, I don't think most of those players are. So I feel like they would also sacrifice players in that, and it will come back to haunt them. Number 3, we've got 3 clubs remaining: Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City. And the team that's not going to be the runner-up, they're going to be the runner-up. It's going to be Man City. I really wanted to put us at the winner spot, even in 2nd place. I would have took that. I mean, I'll take 4th place. I mean, I'm not that greedy. I just feel like we've done great in the transfer window, but I do feel like injuries will come back. We've still got loads of old players in our team, and knowing Pep, he will show favouritism to the experienced players other than the talented players. So like the younger ones, the academy players, and that really affected us last season. Also, we're missing a right back. We've not got a natural right back. We've got Rico Lewis, who's a midfielder, and Matheus Nunes, who's also a midfielder. We've also got Kusanov and Akanji, who can also kind of play there, but they're centre backs. But who knows? Maybe Pep is bald again. Maybe. Now, who's not winning the Premier League? Don't even need to say it. It's obviously Arsenal. Arsenal are 2nd. I feel like that's easy money. Then most of the reasons that Arsenal hasn't won it before is because they've been missing goals, and obviously Gyökeres will help in that a lot. I'm not underestimating Gyökeres, but I just think people are overreacting to the signing of Gyökeres. I don't think he'll be bad. I don't think he'll be great. Yeah, I just feel like they'll continue to do well, not the best. That means number 1 is obviously Liverpool. I'm surprised that's not a common belief. They're pretty much the exact same squad in every area that they've sold. They've improved on, like Darwin Núñez, Hugo Ekitike. I think Hugo Ekitike is better. Trent Alexander-Arnold for Frimpong. I actually thought Trent was better, but seeing Frimpong actually play right back, I thought he was very good. And he will pop up with a few goal runs. And obviously Kirkez playing left back, and that's a great improvement to Robbo. So yeah, that's my Premier League 2025-26 table predictions. Let me know your guys in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Also, make sure you guys follow my socials. You've probably seen this on TikTok. So yeah, you probably know my TikTok. If you've seen this on YouTube recommended, my TikTok is KermyOnTT. If you want to know my Twitch, it's KermyOnTTV. If you want to know my Twitter, it's KermyOnTWT. Yeah, I've also got a Discord. That should be linked in the description. So yeah, make sure you guys follow all them, subscribe, it's free. Like the video, again, comment your guys' predictions, let me know if I'm a Muppet or not. If I've had any stinkers or howlers, let me know as well. Peace.